Hello, it is week number 12. Um, let's recap last week. So last week you had your second proctor test. That is a huge assignment, and I'm making this video a little bit before the test closed. So if you did not take that test, I'm going to be contacting you about withdrawing from the course because at this point in time, if you got a 0 for that proctor test, it's probably going to be too late to recover. So I'll reach out to you individually if you did not take the test, but ultimately a 0 on a proctor test is probably not going to be recoverable. And also you had a mean, median, and mode section. That is extremely easy. I hope that was a nice break because you had the proctor test, which is extremely stressful, but the mean, median, mode section should have been super easy. So that was what we did last week. In addition to the holiday post, I responded on Monday to everybody that had posted thus far, and we had some good responses, or good posts, I should say. You will respond this week. So let's go to the new week. It starts on October 30th. You're going to watch my video, which I'm making right now. You're going to print or copy these notes. Now, this week is a little bit more challenging topic. It is interest, finance, budget, money. So you're going to do two particular topics: compound interest and simple interest. Simple interest is exactly what it sounds like. It is simple. It is not hard. Compound interest, on the other hand, is exactly what it sounds like. It is compound. It is complex. It is more difficult. It is more technical. It requires a very, very, very careful calculation. Okay, so make sure you watch my videos. Make sure you are putting it into the calculator correctly and getting the answers that I have put on Moodle. I have a practice worksheet and also guided notes. There are some questions about budget. I do not have a specific video related to budget. So those questions are mixed in with interest. So if you go out to eat 3 times a week and the average bill is $7.50, how much should you budget for that expense? It's not that difficult, and it ties back to a lot of things we've already studied in this class. There's nothing new to learn about budget. Okay. So that is in there with task 34, interest and budget. You also need to respond to the discussion board from last week, and that's it. So task 34 in My Open Math is very important. It's pretty heavy on the final exam. There's 3 or 4 questions on the final exam from this one task. And then post 2 responses to the discussion board. We are getting towards the end of our course. It is, like I said, week 12, so we have 4 weeks remaining. The last 2 weeks will be exam review and final exam. So we really only have, excuse me, 2 more weeks, and we have 1 more chapter. So after the interest unit, which is this week, we have 1 more unit on conversions. So we are wrapping things up, and that's why it is very, very, very important that you look at your grade in Moodle and ask yourself the question, can I pass this class? Okay. I have explained the way the grading system is set up. It's 20% practical practice, 20% My Open Math homework task, 20% unproctored test, 35% proctored. So it's going to be very hard now with only 4 weeks remaining to bring a low grade significantly up unless you really are able to do well on that final exam. It is proctored, so that will count in the proctored category. But I think it's time to really look at things honestly and just see where you stand. An online course is extremely challenging. And so I understand this format is not always the best for different types of learners. So this is the week we need to assess the situation and kind of decide what we're going to do moving forward. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, I will see you next week.